Hey, what's going on, world? It's your boy Bryson Boone Paul for The Source. And man, we got a very special guest today, man. Definitely, he calls himself the future pound for pound, but it's a lot of other people that's already calling him that. But man, he's WBO champ already, featherweight. We got, man, if you guys don't know, man, Shakur Stevenson, man. You got what more do we need to say, man? Best defense, best technical fighter, smartest boxer out here right now, man. I mean, more than just pound for pound, man. How you feeling today, man?
I feel good. I'm in camp right now. Get ready for my fight. I'm feeling sharp, feeling strong, and ready to fight.
Now, man, let's talk about that, man. You going against, somebody you've been chasing for a little while now, man. Oscar Valdez, man. You got a unification bout coming up, man. You looking to snatch, you looking to snatch his WBC, man. How do you feel going against somebody, man, that obviously you undefeated as well, man? How does it feel taking on somebody who is also undefeated and just the importance of this fight?
I mean, it feels good knowing that I'm going against another champion, but at the end of the day, I'm in this sport to fight the best. The best got to fight the best at the end of the day, and I'm willing to put my undefeated record on the line alongside his and make the big fights happen. And I'm going there and try to prove who I am.
No doubt. Now, you definitely got youth and, like you said, the best defense and everything on your side. But Oscar has also a 30-0 record compared to your 17-0 record. But I want to ask you, does experience ever come into play with you when it comes to a fight like this?
Nah, not really, because I feel like I'm just as experienced as him. I feel like I've been boxing my whole life. I've been boxing since I was 5 years old. So I got the most experience in boxing. If you ask me, I know the ins and outs of the boxing ring. So I don't think experience is gonna play a part, but I think I'm just as experienced as him when it comes down to experience.
Facts. Now, one thing is different about this camp, man. You had in here a new father, like you said. Congratulations on becoming a father. I want to ask you, how does that differ now going into this camp, knowing that you got more responsibility, something bigger than yourself to a legacy pretty much to preserve?
The main thing right now when it comes down to that is like the sacrifice. I feel like I ain't seen my daughter in a long time, so it's kind of like me missing my daughter, and I want to see my daughter badly, but I still gotta do my job and be able to provide for my daughter. So being that the fight coming up, I gotta provide for her. So now I gotta stay focused, but it still make me hungry just having that sacrifice in the back of my brain.
Facts. Now, speaking of hunger, man, you coming from a family of 9, man. So do you feel like being in such a large family prepared you for boxing before you even knew it?
Yeah, most definitely. My siblings, we all competitive, and just coming up in the house with 9 younger siblings and being the oldest of all of them, definitely made me as strong as I am today. And I know how to put the team on my back. I know how to deal with the pressure of, like I said, being the oldest and putting everybody on my back and going in there and still doing what I got to do with no problem. So definitely I feel good about it. I'm cool with it. Like, it made me a lot stronger though.
Now, out of the 9, man, is there any other younger siblings that's, you can see boxing in their future?
Nah, not really. My little brother be boxing sometimes, but my little cousin, he kind of live with us too. We kind of like adopted him too, so he boxed. Like he actually nice. He got like my kind of style.
Facts, man. How's training been for you, man? Like, obviously, I said this is different now. You got a lot more going into this one than your previous training camps. But how's this training camp been for you? Getting ready for Oscar Valdez. Now, one thing you pride yourself on is great sparring partners. So I want to ask you about how is that playing into this camp, because you mentioned before on social media that you got some great work in this camp.
Definitely. I got some great sparring partners. I got Lamont Roach down here. He's helping me. There's another kid, David Navarro. He's kind of strong. He's helping me too. But this camp been good. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to fight. I'm done with the talking. I'm ready to fight. Like I just want to get my hands moving and get the punching on somebody. So
Right.
I ain't really, like the talking is cool right now, but I'm ready to fight at the end of the day.
Facts. Now, one thing you've said before in previous interviews is, man, you go into each fight not worrying about your past fight. Like that was the last fight. We going in here completely brand new, all different. How does it feel going into each fight, like not really focusing on things you had done in your last fights?
You got to understand styles, make fights, and this might be a whole different style. Well, this is a whole different style than my last fight. So I don't even look at like my last performance. I kind of focus more on what's in front of me and what's ahead of me. April 30th, I'm going in there to put on the show as I always do. And I just want to become the superstar of the sport. So I got to still focus on Valdez rather than focus on what I did to Jamel or anybody else.
Now, one thing that a lot of fighters often do that, either, hinders their career, is throws an obstacle in their way, is they always try and look ahead and always want to focus on the bigger picture than focusing on the fight in front of them. Like, how do you maintain that balance of, what you want to do in this sport, but you also know, like you said, you got Valdez in front of you right now. How do you balance, greatness versus what's going on right now in the present?
You gotta stay focused. I mean, during your whole training camp, you can't get big headed. Like I'm the type of person that my focus is strictly on Valdez. Like I know how to keep my focus on what's in front of me. I know the job ain't done yet. I don't look at it like, oh, I just beat him. I gotta actually go in there and do what I said I was gonna do, and I gotta live up to the hype that I always put on myself and the pressure that I put on myself. I gotta live up to that. So it's easy for me, like, to not even think about nobody else at the end of the day. I know this is a big fight, and I know I got a live dog in front of me. And I know how bad he really wants to beat me. So I gotta be 100% come fight now. I gotta be on top of my game, because if I'm not, I'll let the fight slip away, and I won't even. And I'm not gonna do that. Like I promise you, I ain't gonna do that. So.
Right. Man, like you are one of the four, or one of the figureheads of this new wave of boxers that are coming in, like the next generation, pretty much. And you're doing business that, is unheard of, but you making it to where future generations will look at that and, pull that same move. How does it feel, man, knowing that you being the face of the new generation, man, making these business moves, and just knowing that you leaving a legacy for future fighters to, study from?
I mean, it feel real good. I feel good leading the way. I always been the leader. I'm one of the leaders of this generation. If you ask me, like, if you see like all these up and coming fighters, a lot of them try to I'm be real with you, like they follow behind like what I do and stuff like that. But I'm a leader, so at the end of the day, I'm a natural born leader. I'm cool with that. Like I'm good with that. I'm the oldest of nine. I've always been a leader. That's just who I am.
No doubt. Man, you got a lot of people that you've mentioned you've looked up to in this sport. Obviously, you got the greats like the Mike Tysons that who have also bigged you up, man. You got Terrence Crawford that is pretty much little brothered you and whatnot. But I want to ask you, man, making your own legacy, how do you manage to make your own legacy and still pay respect to those that paved the way, or those that were ahead of you, the legend?
Easy. It's easy. You got to worry about yourself. I don't like got no measuring stick of how somebody else career and winning, all that kind of stuff. I worry about myself. I got bigger dreams. Like I want to be one of the biggest in the sports, but I want to do it my own way. I don't want to like sell out and go do something that I don't got to do. When I talk shit, I like to talk shit just because like that's something that I like to do. Like I ain't gonna talk shit if I don't want to do it. If I don't want to do it, certain fights, I might be humble and play the humble role. Like I just want to stick with who I am. Like certain times, a lot of people get caught up in trying to overdo it and trying to be something that they're not. And like that's not me. I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna make it entertainment. I'm an entertaining person, and I just see myself as like a big star one day. So that's just how I look at it.
Man, someday you already a big star, man.
I need to be big. I keep my dreams bigger than what I got going on right now.
Now, speaking of dreams, man, you're a family man now, and your dreams also coincide with your queen's dreams, man. Her being a recording artist. So how do y'all play on supporting each other, or the support role for each other, as far as her making music and you boxing? Do y'all ever be like, look, she be like, I could box too, and you be like, I could rap, and then y'all know y'all play off of that or whatnot?
Nah, she don't get into no boxing. She a pretty girl. She not into like all that fighting, but I do be saying like I'll rap and tell like, her let me get in the studio and all that. But nah, I just support her and I stand behind her, whatever she wanna do. That's all I can do at the end of the day. So that's just who I am. I'm gonna support her regardless, and she support me. So it's all love.
Now, like you said, man, you said you can rap. You can rap. You've said it on social media plenty of times, man. I want to ask you, man, where do people get the real Shakur Stevenson at? Is it Instagram or Twitter?
You might get, if you say the real me, you get the real me in person, but Twitter definitely. Sometimes I go in there, I speak my mind a lot more than I go on Instagram. Instagram, I just play around a little bit, but Twitter, I kind of like speak my mind sometimes, like depending on the situation. So, but the real me definitely in person. Like if you come around, you get to see me and where all the tweets come from and all that. So.
Right, man. Now, I want to ask you, as far as the business side of the sport, man, we all know boxing is a sport, but it's a business side to it, an entertainment side to it that plays into it now, man. When did you fully understand the business side of boxing?
I think I fully understood it probably like, I want to say like 2-3 years ago. I kind of started to understand it when certain fights wasn't falling through, and I understood, like, even the Valdez fight, like, being real with you, like, when I seen, like, the fight didn't fall through how I wanted it to, and he was offered the most money in his career and still didn't accept the fight, I knew it had a lot to do with, like, the business side of the sport, just because of the fact that the fight wasn't big enough yet, I guess, or however he wanted to play it. And I don't know. I just figured, like, there's a lot of politics and business going on. Even with Josh Warrington, like, when I was supposed to fight him, like, there's a lot of business going on with that, where it's like we couldn't get that should have been one of the biggest fights at 126. But everything happened for a reason. I'm cool where I'm at. I'm in the biggest fight in boxing right now, and I definitely learned from a lot of them business. I ain't gonna say mistakes, but that I've made before.
Okay. All right. So, I want to ask you, man, going into this fight, you got a lot of people in your corner, a lot of veterans that have shot you advice. You even got a funny clip with you and Andre Ward, man, playing around. But I want to ask, man, you pretty much established yourself not only as the best defense, but as a knockout artist, because your knockouts is definitely highlight real material right there. But man, how do you calm yourself to not really worry about getting a knockout whereas getting a victory?
I seen I seen some with Errol Spence, the guys that go in, and I think I totally like agree with him on that. Like even like a lot of my knockouts ain't come from even me looking for the knockout. It came from me just boxing and trying to box and win on points and set up certain stuff, and then a knockout just came. So I think whenever I'm not looking for a knockout, is 9 times out of 10 how the knockouts done came in my career. So I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep boxing to win every fight, every night, and if the knockouts come, they come. If they don't, then I'm cool with going all 12 rounds.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, man, this is the source, man. So we got to ask you. Obviously, it's about this hip hop. You were raised off it, and it's definitely an integral part of your training, man. So who are you listening to while you training?
Dirk and Baby, heavy. Dirk, Baby, a little bit of Drake, Gates, but definitely Dirk and Baby.
Who would be an artist that people are surprised that you listening to?
Artist people surprised that I'm listening to. Let me think. That's a good one. I don't know. I can't really tell you that right now. I don't know. I would have to look at my music thing.
Now, you hang around with Jay Prince. He pretty much has a handle on your career, man. So he ain't put you on to the Ghetto Boys.
Oh nah, yeah. I ain't listened to all of them, but I listen to Scarface. I like Scarface.
No doubt. No doubt. Now, I want to ask you, man, you've been around, like I said, you've been around a bunch of legends. Who's giving you the best advice?
Best advice. Terrence Crawford for sure. I think Terrence Crawford give me a lot of good advice.
What's one thing he's told you about, obviously he bigs you up all the time on social media. You definitely, he says you definitely next up, you the future and whatnot. But what's something that he's told you that's really stuck with you?
He told me, be myself. Get out of who I am, basically. Like, stick with what you've been doing, basically. And you're a defensive fighter, so keep being that. Nobody gonna be able to beat you. He's like, you too slick, too smart, and you need to stay with that style. That style is going to take you far in your career.
Facts. Now, man, you get a lot of flack for, talking your shit, popping your shit off, but you back it up every time, man. Why do people come at you like what you saying is arrogant, whereas somebody older would say the same thing and they would be more acceptable to the fact, man? You being a young cat, why they hating on the young cat?
Cause I think a lot of fans be biased, like they like who they like at the end of the day. So if somebody like Jake Paul or Conor McGregor go talk shit, they cool with it, or Tyson Fury, they cool with it. But you got somebody like me who, if I go talk shit to sell a fight or make the fight better and more interesting or however it go, they hate it and they catch a problem with it. But I really don't care. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I know who I am. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a good person. I feed my family. I'm a real dude. So I don't care like what they got to say about me.
No doubt. Now, in that, you the future of the sport, man. You got a lot of eyes that look on you, and you got a lot of opportunities that you could present that would be game changers for the sport. But one thing that I want to ask you about is about the women's boxing side that really praises you and really gets behind you. You got Michaela Mayer, who's also on Top Rank, that supports you, that always bigs you up. You got Clarissa Shields, obviously, that supports you and bigs you up. And I want to ask you, man, would you be interested in a co-headliner with a female champion?
Yeah, I definitely would. Whatever I'm doing though, like, I got to be the main event now. So, but I would definitely like be interested if like one of them was on my undercard or however it go. That'd be like mad cool to me, just because we family. But they kind of bigger now, so they probably looking at it like, I ain't getting under my undercard. They need their own card. And you got to respect it at the end of the day. So
Yeah, but that's why we call it co-headliner. That's why we a co-headliner occasion.
Yeah, but long as I'm like the last fight, I'm cool.
Facts. Man, is there a dream fight for you? Do you have a dream fight?
I don't see no other fight until April 30th. I mean, after April 30th, we get another interview. I could tell you a dream fight, but right now, all I see is Valdez.
All right, facts. That's what's up. That's how it should be. Man, look, okay. Now we the source, man. We gotta ask you. You got Valdez coming up April 30th. Who walking you out?
I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I got a couple options, so we'll see.
All right, now can we get a hint on a few options?
Hey man, y'all just gotta wait and see, man.
Facts. Well, man, like I said, man, we are happy to have you here, man. You just keep doing your thing, man. Keep being the best. Keep telling everybody you the best. Keep showing that you the best. Keep proving that you the best, man. You definitely going far. You not only are you gonna say, you can't say you the future pound for pound, man. It's definitely not. It's an argument that you are the pound for pound right now, man. Your work speaks for itself, man. I just gotta salute you on that, King, man. Look forward to you fighting on April 30th against Oscar Valdez for the unification. Definitely, you definitely gonna get these belts. And man, like I said, the source, Bryson Boone Paul. We got Shakur Stevenson here, man. Make sure you guys check him out April 30th. And man, like I said, we out of here. Peace.
Thank you.